July definitely can come soon enough for somebody else. And that's Alec Baldwin, who's going to court, everybody. And also, we got to put this arrest in the Kruse Court. Should he be going to court? Should this be happening? It's time for you, Alec Baldwin, to go to Kruse Court. Come on. Alec Baldwin, everybody. So recently, Alec Baldwin was trying to get all the charges dropped one more time for the Rust charges. He tried to get it stopped. He's like, this is it. I'm done with this. And the judge came back and said, no, not going to happen, buddy. So now he is going to court in July. Now, he was saying the reason why his whole defense was coming forward, saying because there are issues with the way that their most recent indictment was held against Alec Baldwin and the way it was constructed. They didn't believe that it was instructed appropriately. And on top of that, the manner they represented to a grand jury all the facts, again, was a reason he thought throw out the case. And the judge said, no way, we're moving forward. And here's the judge, Mary Marillo Summers said, it's just no way. This happens moving forward. In July, you are going to trial Alec Baldwin. And here's what I say. Is this the end? Or will they have one more chance? I don't think it's an appeal anymore. I think we're done. I think, if you ask me, I think this is it for Alec Baldwin. He's going to go to trial, and because they took it this far, there must be enough facts to nail something on him. I just think that's what it is. But it's time to go on the Kruse Court and put everybody in the stand and tell me what they think. Do you defend Alec Baldwin? Should they have thrown this case out? Or does he have no chance and he's going to court? And now it's up for the jury to decide. Mike, what do you think? Do you promise to tell me the truth? Do you defend Alec Baldwin? The whole truth and nothing but the truth, Mr. Casey.
I'll tell you the truth. I won't do any jokes, or I won't say the opposite of what I actually believe.
Get on the stand.
Oh, man.
Alec Baldwin. Thank goodness you've had this repeated controversy to bolster your career at this time in your life. Dude, I'm so sick of hearing about this. Like, can we just either let's throw him in jail forever, put him in maximum security, lock him the fuck up, so he's gonna have to frickin' teach a pigeon to fly to my house with a note if I ever want to hear about him again, because I am sick of this and I am done with it. Yeah, dude, no, you don't. If it's a live bullet on set, it's nobody's fault. Whoever brought the live bullet onto set, like, come on, it doesn't matter if he pulled the trigger or not.
So, Mike, is he guilty?
Guilty of what? What are the charges, Brian?
Mike,
he's guilty. He's guilty. Put him away. Never let him see the sun again.
So Mike's on the fence.
Hung jury.
Oh, man, that's rough. It's really tough, guys.
And Detroit Grit said too, I'm not trying to say he's not partially to blame, but don't they have a prop manager? Well, that's the whole thing. They had the armorer, and the armorer, she went down. And the fact that she went down, they're going after him. I think they're going to try to nail him now with something, at least. Sean, what do you think? Should this be thrown out? Or tell me the truth. Yes, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Is Alec Baldwin definitely going on trial for the Rust charges? You're on the stand.
I think he's going to trial. I just think it's going to be a goddamn circus. I don't see how he can be held responsible for this. It's not like he signed off personally on the bullets. He was handed something. He's an actor. He did his thing, right? Like, he's not a trained gunman, as far as I know. I mean, he was in that movie where he had to fight a bear or something with Anthony Hopkins, right? And he was fucking Anthony Hopkins' wife. So he was guilty of that. Hold him accountable for that one, I guess. If Rust ever comes out, maybe they'll play that in court, and then you can decide from there. But I just, like, of course he's going to go to court. That just seems to be the case. I figured, like, they did the thing to the armorer. She got 18 months or something like that. Like, they're just going to do this for him too, just because he's the next guy on the totem pole, I guess. I can't imagine that I just don't see how he gets convicted for this kind of shit. I don't know. I don't want to defend Alec Baldwin. I think that's silly. The man doesn't need that. Because I hear he's not great either way. I know he was mean to his daughter, right? He's guilty of that. Can we say he's guilty of that, right? I called her a pig, right? Am I crazy?
Oh, yeah,
That happened?
That's a lot.
Anywho, I don't want to defend this guy. He'll go to court. He'll get his day in court, but I can't imagine that they're going to find him guilty. There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, Sean doesn't think he'll be guilty. Mike is on the fence. No.
Man,
put him away.
Mike thinks he'll be guilty.
Throw the book at him.
We've been talking about this way too long. Of course, we'll tell you about when it actually ends. But the point of the Kruse Court, I'm going to stand too quickly. Alec Baldwin, you were not getting away from this. Not at all. I'm sorry that the day you were not getting away from this. As we've seen the chat, we've talked about multiple times on the show, when you're a producer, it doesn't matter. When you sign that little contract, you are held responsible in a lot of ways. And some stuff came out that you were actually cutting her, the new armorer's training. That's another whole thing they're going after you for. Again, they're saying you didn't pull the trigger, or you say you didn't pull the trigger, the gun shows you did pull the trigger. I don't think that matters in the day. I think what matters is that you are a producer and they will try to hit you with this, especially if she was messed up and her training was canceled. And on top of that, you knew that they were hiring somebody that wasn't able to do the job because you fired the actual armor. And there was live guns being shot. A lot of fucking shit was wrong about this whole thing, and they're trying to make an example out of it. So you were fucked from the get-go. Even if you didn't pull the trigger, you were fucked. So at the end of the day, Alec Baldwin, you're going to trial, man. And best of luck in your future endeavors. And I think
He'll be
at
fine.
that, he'll be fine.
He'll be
I
fine.
think at that, though, at the end of the day, for Alec Baldwin, I don't think it'll be that great. I think he's probably going to have some issues moving forward. And I think the verdict is in. You're going to court, buddy. Mr. Baldwin goes to Washington. You're going to court, buddy.
That's the verdict, is that you got to go to court.
You gotta go to court. You gotta go propose a
knew that was
bill.
going to happen.
And I think at the end of the day, I think he's going to be found guilty of something. What it's going to be, that's up to you to decide, jury.
Hey, when's he going to court? When's that happening?
In July.
I got
July 9th.
Damn,
In
I got
Santa
jury
Fe?
duty in June. Shit.
Well,
Right.
you're not going to be
Could
there.
have been on this case. Shit.
But best of luck to you, Alec Baldwin. Best of luck to you.